Welcome everyone to Lockpicking Central, and today we are going to go over how a tubular lock works, how to pick them quickly with these Huck lock picks, these tubular lock picks. These guys right here, we're going to go over how these work as well and show you how fast we can pick into a regular tubular lock. So let's go ahead and get started here. Put these aside for now. Let's bring this guy in here. So here is a plastic clear tubular lock. It's demonstration purposes. It's all locked up for some reason. Can't put the key in it. I don't know what happened. Could got damaged in shipping. But basically, this is your tubular lock. You have the top pins and the bottom pins in this core. The middle is able to spin, and once these are both aligned, top and bottom are out of the way, you can see this circle right in the middle here. There's actually the two halves. So as you can see in this one here, the top pin's all the way up here, and the bottom pin is in the section, so it is unable to turn. Now, if you push that bottom pin out of the way, each and every single one of these, which you can do by single pin picking, let's see, you got to have a tension wrench similar to this. This guy just goes in here like so. You just put it in there like that, and then you can twist it and apply tension. And you're gonna have a single pin pick. I don't have one particularly for these, but this what are these? These are for the padlocks to push them out of the way. I forget what it's called right now, but this seems to work rather well. It's got a point on the end, and it's pretty sturdy here. It's not like a decoder, which is all floppy. So you could single pin pick that, or you can go to these bad boys, which are the Huck lock picks. So basically how these work is they have one of these guys inside of each and every one of these right here. So they have these little slits right here that these go into, which is just a flat little like it's kind of in between a tension wrench, like a small wiper insert, and a pick. So these go inside here. They're all held in place by rubber bands in a solid locking block, which is adjustable, both rubber bands, and this is adjustable to bring it closer or farther away. And it is a steel one. I didn't go super cheap. You can get these extremely cheap, like under 10 bucks, but you go that cheap and you're not going to get a metal one. You get plastic one, it's not so good. So this one you can adjust here, and you can adjust here, but when you're ready to go, this little here, this thing right here is a magnet. You push it all the way forward, which pushes all of these up, and I don't know if you can tell, but they are pushed into above the turning mechanism for this. So when they get pushed into the thing, into the tubular lock, these get pushed down. You know, sometimes they might get pushed all the way down like this, depending on the kind of keys, which is this. This is a tubular lock key. So some of these you can tell are bigger, short, bigger, bigger, nothing, bigger, short. So it all depends. You know, some of them get pushed very far away, some of them just get a little tiny bit. It all depends on how the lock is set up. And some of them have different tension as well. Some of them, are longer pins than other ones. So it's kind of an interesting thing. I will show a diagram on how this works right now, just to briefly explain in more detail, because it's kind of hard to see with this clear plastic lock. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and so here you can see on screen a tubular lock. The gray part is the key. The top of the key has a notch there, and the sides have those shallow or deep cuts. And the green part of it, the beginning here and after the yellow, is what's called the shell. The keyway is this yellow insert in the middle. The red are the key pins. The blue are the driver pins, and obviously the silver things behind the driver pins are springs that push everything forward and hold them in place. And you also have so you have the green in the beginning, and then this yellow part, and the green. So the yellow part at the top and the bottom, as this is a cutaway, is called the plug, and also the shear line, which is the yellow and the green at the bottom, or in between the yellow and the back of the plug, or the back of the shell, is a shear line. So what you want to do is, let's look at the very bottom. You have a red and a blue, and you see they are lined up with the shear line, as opposed to the top, which the red is way farther forward and the blue is above the shear line. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and show you what it looks like when the key is inserted. Alright, so now here the key is inserted. As you can see, all the pins are pushed down to the shear line. It may not look like it, it's kind of hard to tell in this picture, but basically when this key is pushed in, you can see all of the key pins are going in the correct place of the key, so it makes all of the key and driver pins line up perfectly with that shear line. Let's go to the next picture, which is it unlocked. So basically, once they're all lined up, it allows you to turn the core inside the plug to turn the key all the way fully around. It's usually fully around. Some of them are halfway. I believe the one I have in this video is halfway around and it unlocks. Some you have to go all the way around more than once. Some are just one time. But once they are lined up, you can just keep turning it and they won't fall back in place until you reach the fully back around, or in my case, halfway back around. They will drop back into place. So that's about it. Let's go ahead and get back on with the video. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and put this guy in the vise. We're going to be using a Huck 0.78 pick today. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way, and let's get this guy out of the way, and bring in the good old Vice-A-Roni. Put this guy in here so you can see it. Let's tighten it up a little bit. Smacking the camera here. There we go. And let's show you that this works. So as you can tell, these have pins here like that, and this coincides with this guy here, so that you can put it in there. I think this, there we go. I got it in there. Okay, I was messing with this a little bit to make sure everything was working before I brought it on camera, but this is a fully functioning lock. So you put your key in there. As you can tell, it's springy. It pushes up. So you put your key in there, push down, and turn clockwise. So that would unlock it. Now it's locked. So you push it in, turn it half a turn, take it out. It's unlocked. In this particular lock, some of them are full rotations. Some of them you gotta do it a couple times, and then that's back to lock. So I just showed you that it works. So let's see if we can't get a better angle for you guys here. Let's see if we can't make it so you can kind of see what I'm doing here at the same time as me trying to pick this with your these Huck lock picks, or Huck tubular lock picks. So as you can see, there is an up arrow here that coincides with the top of the lock. You want to match that up here. And again, like I said before, you start, you're going to push this magnetic so it connects to the bottom, doesn't get in the way. Push this all the way up, make sure all those picks are locked in place as far as forward they can go. And then you want to see how quick this is? This is very quick. I'll put a little timer up starting right now. So push it in and turn, push it in and turn, left and right, left and right, push it in and turn, push it in and turn, push it in and turn, push it in and turn. So basically what's happening here, tighten this a little more. Basically what's happening here is these are getting pushed up out of the way so that it is acting like a key. And there you go. Time up. Twisted that all the way around. So these get pushed out of the way. You can see this one's up far. Sorry. You can see this one is farther down than this one. This one's farther up. This one's farther up. This one's way down. So you can see how it works. And actually with this, you can decode this key. You can decode what the pins are in here and make a key with this. That's pretty unique about this tool. So we go ahead and unlock this very quickly with one of these. You can single pin pick this, but I guarantee you're gonna double, if not triple, your time, because these are, you got to go all the way around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep going, keep going, keep going until you spin it. And you're going to spin it once to unlock it, and then you have to spin it again. So you got to basically pick this one twice to unlock it and then lock it again. That's a lot of work. And picking them, loose, loose, up, it's tight, click, you gotta click out, loose, loose, up, you gotta click, you gotta keep going around. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins on this bad boy. It does take quite a while. So if you want more information on these picks, I will leave a link down in the description. I'll also leave a link to this vise. I'm sure you guys are interested in that. And tubular locks, you can just go on Amazon and type in tubular locks. They're everywhere. I really do hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you did, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video.